regardless of how that fight looked, I still would not want to get in the ring with Tyson.
No.
You couldn't pay me enough.
No.
But
I'll do it.
I do have a question for you. Would you participate, not against Tyson, but just in general, if they were like, yo, Mickey, we got, TwitchCon's coming up this year. We're coming back. We took a year off. We did GlitchCon. We're coming back strong. San Diego 2021.
What
we got
accent
a boxing
is this?
ring. We got, I don't know, somebody
You a
from
Boston promoter right now?
We're from Boston. We're throwing it into San Diego. We got to get Mickey involved. And Mickey, we're getting a ring set up outside the San Diego Convention Center.
No,
gotta have you in
the
there.
car park.
Yeah. Would you do it? Would you get into a boxing match with another pseudo celebrity?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me if I have at least 6 to 8 months ahead, notice to prepare,
you get 2 months
to train.
notice, which is double.
So does
what
that
Twitch
matter to you?
normally
I
gives
guess.
notice for.
Yeah, I need adequate training. But I very
get 2
much
months.
believe I would change my lifestyle around heavily to prepare for this. I wouldn't want to embarrass myself. I'd sign up for a boxing gym. I'd start doing hella cardio, train the shit out of these legs, start learning some technique. I've actually had a slight interest in learning and studying boxing. So I would definitely be interested in that. And if it's
I could train you.
Could you?
Yeah, I've played Punch Out and the guy running behind the bike. I could do that.
You have to box Sinister.
I have to box Sinister
and Zallard.
Dude, Sinister's
Both at
got
once?
the reach and the height on me, but I think I got the mass on him.
Well, you also have the age. You'd be fine.
Yeah. I'm late 20s. I'm still doing. I'm still in the 20s right now. So,
Jaku, would you do it?
Yes.
That's great.
I'll fight
I feel
everyone now.
I feel like you got some Jaku
I throw down
scheme behind
hands.
that. Yes, you got some yes, I would throw him into a clinch and last out the clock, and there would be no danger, and I'd walk away a millionaire.
Well, I'd find some way to get I don't know, metal hands.
So you cheat.
No, I
I'm pretty
had
sure
a
there is a
surgery on my
rule in-
hands
You have
because
to
of
abide
arthritis.
by standard box, the WBC, the World Boxing Championship.
I'm sorry, Twitch. My hand
Rules.
was crushed by a machine, and they gave me metal hands. What
I'm
do you
just
want from me?
imagining that Jaku shows up day of. He's like, listen, I wish I could. I can't. But you know what? Next best thing, Jaku bot is going to fight in my spot, and he's controlled by Twitch chat. It's crazy. So we're just going to do that. You guys can use bits. And
I want to fight
throw jabs.
Jakubot. I want to fight a chat controlled, someone uses crowd control and they put in 200 bits to do a left hook.
Yeah.
It's 20 bits for a left jab, 30 bits for a right jab.
I would much rather fight Jakubot than fight Jaku.
Yeah,
I would feel
yeah.
bad fighting Jaku or anybody. I don't want to hurt my friends. But
It would-
I'll fight
yeah, you'd have
I'll fight
to-
Jakubot. I'll fight chat all day.
I wouldn't want to fight a friend, for sure not a friend. An acquaintance,
So who does
fine.
it got to be? It's got to be somebody that you don't know.
Not
We could become
necessarily don't
enemies
know,
right
but we
before the
can't
fight.
you guys are dear friends of mine. I don't want to fight either of you, but
Sure.
I don't know if it's fucking I ate your pie, for example. He's a fine guy. I know nothing about him. Him and I wouldn't consider us friends. We know
Dude,
of each other. I would fight.
You
I
all
ate
heard
your
it here
pie,
first.
yeah.
This is where the beef started. Mickey's calling out "I ate your pie"
I'm
on the
not,
War
dude,
World
listen,
podcast.
listen, I'm not acting like Jake Paul after that fight. I'm not about to sit here like that guy and be like, yo, Mayweather, where you at? But if, I'm just giving an example. Spike Vegeta, I wouldn't want to fight him. I feel like Spike Vegeta would bring out the crazy monster out.
Would you
and
fight Mitch?
I
Mitch
would have
MFP Mitch?
Yeah.
No offense to Mitch. I feel like I just have the size advantage.
dude.
Oh,
I
for
want
sure. He's
I want
tiny.
Spike to
Yeah.
commentate it.
Oh, yeah, dude. Spike commentating that fight? Yes, dude. Because I'm 190-ish right now. For the fight, I would get down to probably 170, 175. So whatever weight class that is the weight class I would want to compete in.
All right, so I got to get to your weight, huh?
Jaku, what part of it? I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight my
I said
friends.
we would become enemies right before.
You just got to make sure Jakubot weighs 190.
Imagine the
That's
podcast the following week. It'd just be one of us gloating, the other one being like, fuck this show, man.
it.
Fucking
He's just
outta here.
smiling the whole time.
Or we could tie a
Oh,
1-2 knockout simultaneously.
I wear drawers. I don't do
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, right. I win then.
Oh man.
That was
All
Roy,
right.
Roy Jones Jr. dropped that line after the fight, and it was the funniest thing in the world to me.
So we're saying TwitchCon 2021 boxing match.
Boxing match.
Right.
Yep. It's official. It is officially been announced.
I don't think they could stream it because that's breaking TOS, but they could do a live event for sure.
Wait, is boxing streaming? Or is boxing?
It's a
I don't know,
sport.
man. You know how weird TOS is, dude.
Yeah.
Football is self-harm too. They stream football.
It's not self-harm. It's self-harm if I do it to myself. You're doing it to me.
Sorry.
And I'm doing
self-harm was you making the decision to get in the ring
with
Jaku.
If you get into a ring with Mike Tyson, that's considered self-harm.
That's self-harm, dude.
But if Mike Tyson, I don't know. Mike Tyson's got to be somewhat to blame in that situation.
Hey, you know what? Nope. I mean, I played.
He's like a shark, man. You get into his tank, he's just gonna attack. It's in his nature.
I played
how much money does he gonna offer me for 50%? Is the real question.
Oh.
No one's betting for you.
No,
no one would take
you
that
said Shark
bet.
Tank.
Oh.
I mean, I played Call of Duty with Mighty Mouse, a UFC fighter, several years back.
That's right. I remember that
at TwitchCon. So I mean, they have celebrities come through to TwitchCon. They had Snoop Dogg. They had Dragon Force.
I wouldn't want to do UFC. I have no interest in doing the whole wrestling aspect, the grappling.
Sure.
I feel like boxing looks like a lot more fun to me because it's like you're just punching. There's a lot less to worry about.
Punches. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you never know.
Just a little bit of biting.
Yeah, a little bit of biting every now and then.
Yeah.
It's happened.
Once every 20 years or so.
Yeah. Absolutely. Would you do it, Cliffy? Would you get in the ring at TwitchCon?
I would, but it would there'd have to be two different scenarios, right? Like it would have to be a spur of the moment thing and know that this was set up spur of the moment and that I'm not going against somebody who's been training. We'd have to be on like similar levels. So if they offered in that aspect, I'd be like, yeah, sure, let's do it. That's fine. And I'd have to know they weren't like a professional boxer, right? Like I'm not setting myself up for that. Or if they told me like now and they're like, we'll give you 10 months. Sure. Like, but I just I need to be on par. If they're going to be training, I'm going to be training.
Exactly.
If there's no training, sure, let's go.
I mean, we got 10 months right now, so let's do it. Let's just train as if it was official and then see where we're at and then decide
if we're going to dedicate to that level of training, I'm lacing up the gloves.
What do you mean by that?
Like I'm not going to train without a fight.
Okay, so we're going to fight then.
Well, sounds like that's what we're saying.
You need an opponent though.
Well, it sounds like Jaku's kind of interested here. The week before, Jaku just needs to text me something like, your mom is a blank, and then we're enemies.
Text some beef, yeah.
Yeah, start some beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy peasy.
I'm great at that. Like, I've been roasting him all year, so it's just going to lead up to it. It's just going to be like, enough's enough, man. And, oh, man.
We got the final one, straw to break the camel's back. Be like, that's it. 1 week from now, San Diego, you and me, bud. They'll have like Blink-182 playing at the fucking little field, and we'll just be boxing in the middle of it. The ring will just be it'll be like a circle of people. We're going Rocky 5 with it.
All right. This is happening.
I'm glad that we made this happen. I'll ref it. Sure.
This is already one of my favorite episodes, and we haven't even gotten to the news yet.
We haven't even started.